Hi, I'm Tim Chandler from Nectar Technology, the product manager. I'm here to show you the LX Plus range, in particular the 61, which I have here. It also comes in 25, 49 and 88 note control versions. The 88 note is semi-weighted and the other three are synth action. The 88 note also has a MIDI output and a DC socket, so you can connect it to external hardware. The 88 is of course more performance orientated, whereas the other three we expect you to be using your controller with DAW software, with a computer, or perhaps an iOS device. We'll start by looking at the pads, because the pads are new technology, and we would go as far to say they're as good as anything else out there. They are ultra sensitive, great for finger drumming. And assigning the pads is really, really easy. Shift pad learn, choose the pad you want, play a note, and that last note will be on the pad when you turn off pad learn. You can store up to 4 banks of pads, and each bank has a different colour associated with it, so it's really easy to see which one you're controlling at the time. When it comes to DAW integration, we use the LED feedback to indicate performance play. So you can see here I've got yellow for playing. I can mute and solo pads, red for mute and green for solo. You can also fine-tune the sample that you're playing on a pad straight away as you're playing it. A really, really great workflow boosting feature. Now, the integration you're seeing here is coming from Bitwig Studio. Bitwig Studio 8-track is available for free with every single LX product that we sell. We also integrate with 10 other DAWs. Aside from our integration, it is of course a very strong generic controller, as you saw with the pad feature and the pad learn. This is all generic stuff. So it works with every DAW as well. Let's take a look at mixer mode. You'll notice when I press mixer that up pops the mixer in Bitwig. And you'll also notice that when I move a control, it doesn't pick up until it catches up with the software value. This is a common feature of all of our DAW integration. You have pan over on the knobs, volumes over here, selected channel volume, track change. The master volume is by holding down the modify button, and then you have mutes and solos on the buttons beneath the faders. When you go to instrument mode, this is where the direct synthesis parameters comes into play. You can see that we have screening for filter cutoff resonance, filter modulation, oscillators, oscillator modulation, but also envelopes. Let's go to a more interesting track. There we go. So I can control my envelope, my synth volume, and of course my cutoff and resonance on the filter. And it's great to have this kind of hardware synth experience where you take a control, you know exactly what it's going to do before you touch it. On top of the direct sort of default parameters that we have, there's a user page where you can map your own controls, and they are stored with the plugin, not with the DAW. So each time you use that plugin in future, you have the map recalled for you. We should also take a look at the transport controls, extended transport for Nectar, because 6 transport controls isn't enough. You'll still be mousing a lot unless you can control the loop points, change tracks, undo, set up your click track on and off. All of that stuff will have you reaching for the mouse, not with a Nectar controller. And just finally, we'll take a look at the scenes and the clips. Now, scenes and clips are normally associated with loop-based ones, and of course we take full advantage of that in Bitwig. However, we also use scenes in Reason, and we also use scenes in Logic, because scenes are essentially a way of controlling the arrangement of a track. I press a pad, it plays a different part of the track. So there's no reason that we can't leverage that kind of technology into linear DAWs too. So we did. So what's nice about the Bitwig integration, however, is you can also color code the pads. So if I hold down Shift, I can toggle through the different colors I want for that scene. Maybe green for intro and red for chorus. Onto the clips. You can record a clip straight away by hitting the pad. Or you can add a clip of a set length, 1, 2, 4 or 8 bars. Think of clips as a way of slots for recording different shots of MIDI control for the selected track that you're on. So that's about it from me. For more information on the Nectar controllers, please talk to your Sweetwater sales engineer.